Good day, good people. Once again, you've got the grumpy old nerds in your ear. As always, I'm Uncle John, your elder who knows too damn much about movies, TV, comic books, and stuff of that type. And as always, I bring my friends with me. They're right there, see? Up top is Auntie Nicole. Hi, Auntie Nicole.
Hello, everybody.
Under her is Uncle Rod. Hello, Uncle Rod.
What up, good people?
And below him is our special friend, Special friend, that makes you sound kind of special. But anyway, special friend, Uncle Tony. Hi, Uncle Tony.
How you guys doing today? Where's everybody else?
Hey, we make do with what we got, Uncle Tony. And as always, behind the ones and twos is super producer Mel, who is asking all single black men, straight men, to start cruising so she'll have someone to have some companionship with on these cruises that she goes on. And we all, as we get older, we all know what companionship means.
Oh gosh.
So anyway, I hope everybody's past week was pretty good. We were unable to broadcast last week, but that's fine because we got all kind of good stuff to talk about today. First up, a series. I'm gonna have to say it. They fucked me. They fucked me. I do not like. They built it up and built it up. It was a big old tease, and with that last episode, I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Anyway, Alien Earth on Hulu.
Okay, because the lead-in could have been like any one of a number of shows.
Like, they got
I was trying to figure out where you're going. Okay, Alien Earth. Gotcha.
Alien Earth.
All right.
Alien Earth is a series that I was really, really enjoying. As we've talked about earlier, I found it to be a perfect combination of the first Alien, which was like for real sci-fi horror, and the second Alien, which was more of the sci-fi action adventure.
Right.
And it was going down a path that I thought was fantastic. And then we hit the final episode. And if you're new to the show, we spoil shit. This last episode was ass. Can I just say that? This last episode was ass. Would anyone else like to offer a counterpoint, or do you feel it was ass as well?
I want to offer a counterpoint. However, I am one episode before the last one. So I'm seeing the great lead up that you're seeing, and now you're saying it's ass. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess let me prepare myself for some BS here. But you know, like you said, man, leading up to it, like all the little threads are all and the flashbacks were awesome. I like the story they were telling. You know, and I was saying before the last show we were on, it got more like cyberpunkish. You know, with stuff they were talking about and I like that. I like that that little twist to the genre for the alien alien genre or the alien property as well. But now you're saying that stuff doesn't matter.
Not
or at least the way it ended.
Not
way
a
it ended.
fucking bit. So
how did it let it down though? Because I didn't get to see like the last 2 episodes, unfortunately. So
I can say this without being too spoilery, that the character of Wendy, the young lady who is are they called synths? What she is she a synth or is she a something else? But anyway, the character of Wendy, who is a little girl who is terminally ill and her consciousness is transferred to a robot body. Okay, cool. But what happens is not only is her consciousness transferred, but she has some type of way of maneuvering all the technology within this particular compound. They're on an island. Right. Exactly.
She's able to communicate with the technology and also the aliens.
Yes. Oh, which is what I'm going to. Yeah. I hate when a character is overpowered.
The Mary Sue.
Yes.
That's what they call it.
when you've got a character,
that's what I was thinking about.
Who's basically God level and can do any fucking thing. Mm-hmm. And at this point, it's like, well, fuck. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. Why do I have to? I ain't got to worry about her in terms of a character. And one of the things about this is that all of these characters, all of these machines, all of these humans are working towards their own specific goals. Her goal can be achieved like that. I don't give a fuck.
Well, the thing with her is because she is a Mary Sue, you also have to kind of look at the fact that they're attempting to manipulate her.
Yes.
The quote unquote boy genius is trying really hard to manipulate her because he knows her ability.
Boy Cavalier, because he created them
Right.
essentially.
Right. If anything, that would be the one thing that we consider a weakness with her.
Mhm.
But again, you're saying that didn't matter. So
the trope is like much like I'm sure it did to start with Frankenstein, but this is something that the story of Frankenstein goes towards. You create this thing, you create it to have independent thought, and then it starts saying, "Well, I don't need your ass. What do I need you for? I'm powerful and mighty. I shut the fuck up and go away while I knock people over." and she can also talk to the aliens, the xenomorphs, which means that she is all powerful and everything else is irrelevant to me. There's a fight, and this is something that else is leading up to. There's a fight between Morrow and what's that other character's name? Not Curly, not Nibs.
One of the other synth kids?
The other synth. I'm trying to look up his name now. Not slightly.
You talking about Isaac?
Kirsch.
Kirsch, okay.
Kirsch. There's a fight between Morrow and Kirsch because Morrow is a cyborg and Kirsch is another synth. Right. And and I'm sorry because I'm spoiling shit, but that lasts all of 10 seconds. And it's
listen, you know my favorite character in the whole show is?
Who?
Is the character that what's his name is playing from Justified.
Kirsch, yes.
Kirsch, yeah.
Because he seems amoral to all of this. It's just like, okay, I'm going to allow certain things to happen. I see everything that's happening, and I'm going to allow it to go ahead, and then
because it suits my agenda.
Yeah, and let the chips fall where they may. Which is why I like Morrow so much, because at first he just seemed like a stone cold asshole, but then you see his backstory and what he's gone through. In terms of being, being a father and being sent away for damn near fucking 100 years, finding out his daughter died in a fire and her remains are sitting somewhere on Earth waiting for him to come back home. And he's willing to do anything for Kobayashi, whatever the fuck name of this company is.
Yutani.
Thank you. Same fucking thing.
Kobayashi.
Competitive eater. Where did I hear that from?
And then he's out there doing whatever it is he wants to do. Kirsch is out there, and they're both part human, and they both have strict agendas, and they both clash, and that clash is sorry as fuck too. You've got the eyeball monster, who is quite possibly the creepiest fucking thing that I've seen in cinema.
Man, listen, that thing, it creeped me the F out.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to spoil the eye monster's fate, but when it happens, you'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's built up as something that is obviously smart, knows what's going on, can take advantage of any particular situation, and Wendy just comes along. At one point, Wendy just comes along and kicks it. And it's just like, but wait, it's in a perfect situation to take over somebody.
Super intelligent.
Right. Because, and this isn't a huge surprise, it leaves the goat trying to get a human, right?
Of course.
Right. So then it
tried
goes
to help the humans at one point.
I don't think it was trying to help.
Trying to help the doctor.
I don't know. I think it was trying to get the doctor's attention to distract her
long enough for that
the maggots
to work.
from those leeches or maggots or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because clearly that eye is fucking evil. That eye wants to do something specifically.
Yeah.
Because the way that goes,
everybody's got their own agenda, their own
right. That's
thing.
What's up, Alton?
What's up, Alton? That's not even what everyone is. Everything.
Right.
Everything
Absolutely.
on this show has a specific.
It's like its own intelligence. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that eye is smart. Is probably the smartest organism on this fucking show. Right. And at one point, it has the opportunity to take somebody over, and it does it. And then somebody else comes out of nowhere and saves that person and just kicks it and knocks it unconscious. Knocks the eye monster unconscious.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
All right, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
All right, is the episode you're talking about the final episode, or is it going to be a continuing series, or it's completely over?
It excuse me. It has not been renewed, but I can't see the number. I've seen the numbers. I sound like Trump. I've seen the numbers, and they're hugely. No, I've seen what people are reporting that the ratings are, and it's great. And it's gotta have it. Okay, I'll put it to you like this: it ends on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
So
I hadn't gotten to it yet. I'm one of those really patient people. And I think it's like all aired.
But getting away from the plot of this for a second, that's something else that's going to bug me, is because we're not going to see the next part of this series for another 2 fucking years.
Yeah, everybody's gonna forget what happened.
Yeah, it's like, okay, streaming is nice because you're able to watch it on demand. Cool, whatever.
Right.
Some streaming services give you everything. Some make you wait each week. Whatever, that's cool.
Well, they used to all give it to you all at once, and then
They
people
did.
binged it, and then they got mad because there was nothing else left. So they had to hurry up and create stuff and
Right.
to keep up with
Create.
demand. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Mel. But now with streaming, you see this with Stranger Things. We got it's 5 seasons in 10 fucking years. Those kids are now like in their 30s.
They grandparents now.
Starting families. and shit. Right. So so that's another thing that's fucked up about this, is that we won't see what happens for another 2, maybe 3 years. But
Yep.
at the end of the day, I would say the ride up to a certain point is worth it. Just don't expect it to. They J.J. Abrams did.
And I needed Caleb McLaughlin, by the way. I needed him to be Miles Morales, but he might be almost be too old to play Miles.
Probably, yeah. But Alien Earth, they I believe that they J.J. Abrams did. They came up with a great premise. They gave you some great characters, some great episodes, but at the end it was just like
great visuals
what
too.
the
The visuals
the-
are fantastic.
Oh yeah, they put money into this motherfucker. But
Yeah, they
at
did.
the end of the day, it's just like, what the fuck? That last episode is just like, huh?
That's kind of like how I felt with Prometheus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prometheus, I
I
was
guess.
like,
Well, yeah.
what am I looking
guess
at
so.
right now?
Yeah.
But did you
That
like
was
so Prometheus? Cool, I agree with that. But did you like what was the other
Alien
one?
Covenant.
Covenant, yeah.
Covenant one.
I like Covenant, except for that again, those damn synthetics.
Yeah.
At this point, how in the fuck can you trust that?
Now I see.
can't.
Now I see why your boy was like, "Oh, he's synthetic. Get him the hell away from me."
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
synthetic, man. Fuck you. You got to
Yep.
go somewhere else. You got
That's
to
how
ride
it
outside.
started. That's how it started. Remember, they was ganging up against the black dude sitting there, and he was looking at him like, and I was like, okay, here we go. That's it. Here we go.
Yeah,
And
I'm good on synthetics.
one thing that I think is pretty cool, and I wonder if they did this on purpose. The character of Morrow looks just like Yaphet Kotto.
Yaphet Kotto.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay,
And that's what I was
Kotto?
trying to explain to y'all at the very beginning. I said when they first opened it up and everybody woke up from their little sleep and whatnot, and I said they did the opening almost identical to some degree to the very first Aliens.
Yeah,
the Alien,
exactly.
I should say.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
that's what they did. Mhm.
So Tony, in your patience, you might want to wait a couple of years before you watch this because
Damn, you gotta wait
because
2 years.
Oh,
but
gosh.
I mean, you want to watch. You're gonna want to know what happens, and then you'll come to the end. It's just like, fuck me. Now it's what? Now we're looking at 24 months before they even start filming the next series of episodes. So, I mean,
Now I'll go ahead and stuff and probably watch it now.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do
Like I
better
said,
than
I
that.
literally just got around to watching Superman last week,
that's not bad.
and the Fantastic Four. I'm just waiting patiently. What's up right now? It's like rent or
Yeah,
buy.
I
It's
think-
like
I think it's supposed to be
not
on
doing
streaming
either
in a
one.
couple of
I'm just
weeks.
gonna wait.
Yeah, it'll be
I think
streaming
that's a
soon.
couple of weeks.
I do find myself
Your
excited
patience
to see
would
it,
be
but-
rewarded. So I think so since I'm the only one who's actually watched it all the way through, I will say it's worth the viewing. It's worth the trip. When you get to the end, just don't expect your questions to be answered.
As with
You
many
ain't getting the answer no questions, but you'll get entertained.
Yeah. And it's a great story, but then you'll just be like, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
So
I have another question.
what's up?
What's that poltergeist looking thing behind you? That is like bugging the heck out
It
of me.
look like hair or something.
So it is. So if I
It's
can
hair. Oh my gosh.
As he
Is
reaches
that
through the logo.
Is that Samara from The Ring?
Man, can you see it? Yeah, that is a wig.
Okay. It was just looking so creepy behind you.
It looks like Samara.
Yeah.
So can I say the other day when I walked in the house, like
Scared the hell out you.
the office is directly straight ahead from the front door. I walked in, I thought there was a motherfucker in my house. I said, who the fuck are you? But no, so when
They're
I
like
do
the chick
my
from The Grudge.
it is, and it's sitting on top of something, so it's like the height of
I was thinking
an
more
adult.
Ring.
Yeah. So, but that's that's one of my props from when I do my TikToks. So, that's my daughter's wig. I guess I need to put that motherfucker back.
Put it in a case.
So,
somebody said put it on.
Put it on.
Windows said put it on.
So next up,
he about to go Shaka Khan on us.
I am. So next up, we have Gen V, which is a spinoff from The Boys, and I would have to say that as you know what, I done messed it up. I can't put that motherfucker on.
Leave it alone.
He's like, I can't find the band.
It's just like as opposed to when my daughter uses it and she brushes it out. Now it's just a big ass clump, and I don't even know where I'm supposed to put this motherfucker on. Where the cap is.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sorry, Wendell.
Yeah, sorry, my fault, Wendell. So next up, Gen V, which is a spinoff from The Boys. I like this show. We're on season 2 right now. Anybody else enjoying Gen V?
Okay, so this is my question.
Oh shit.
No, this is my question.
Okay.
It starts out how I expected it to start out. Blood and guts everywhere.
Yeah.
Because that's their brand right now.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Whole lot of dicks in your face.
That and blood and stuff coming everywhere, right?
Yes. Yes.
So no pause. That's exactly what's going on.
Ain't no pause. Exactly what it sounds like.
Ain't no pause. It's take that.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot of like gore everywhere. Just as we come to expect from The Boys or anything from the Boys universe.
Yep.
It looks like it may be, and they've revealed a few more clues as to the backstory of a few of these people, some of these important people in the Boys universe in the lore. So I right, Alton, exactly.
And then like they wrote it all around him. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna be missing an actor. We're gonna work this completely into the storyline.
Right, and unfortunately, Chance Perdomo, who played one of the main actors in the show, lost his life.
Yeah.
I think it was last year this time. But a few months ago, he lost his life, and so they had to challenge, much like other people, when stars unfortunately pass in the middle of a show, they have to try to find a way to deal with it, literally and in universe. And so that's what happened with season 2 of Gen V. What I'm hoping for near the end is a little bit more clarity on who's going to be running this thing afterwards. That, and if I'm going to see more of the 7, or is it going to be a situation where some of those people are, after they leave Godalkin, are they going to then be recruited into the 7?
I think, first of all, I think that's a huge task when you've already written or started to write a series and one of your leads passes away and you got to just like reroute every fucking thing you did. I actually don't see it as a bad thing that they reference the character of Andre a lot, because in real life, if someone you know and are close to passes away, they're going to be on your mind a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel that it's what they're trying to do is what we do as just when we lose a family member, we want to keep their memory alive. So they keep that character and his memory alive.
Right.
wasn't ready for. Yes, this show is built on blood, guts, and gore, and I was not ready for the excessive amount of phallic symbols that you see. You literally once an episode have a dick in your face, like literally.
No matter how bad you think The Boys or Gen V are, if you read the original source material, it's at least 4 times worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
yeah,
they are holding back.
But Tony, the thing is, that is on the written page of a comic book. When you have a for real person's penis up like this on you, that's a little different.
I'm pretty sure it's a prosthesis.
And well, I mean, prosthesis or whatever. It's still a dick in your face. So what I'm enjoying is the progression of the story. Like you said, Rod, it's going exactly how you would imagine it to go. There are a lot more The Boys cameos than there were last year. Last year, it seemed like they were trying to steer clear of it. They handled it better than a certain mouse control company.
I've only seen 2.
Yeah.
There are more. There will be more. Have you seen the latest episode?
Maybe not. I know that the Aqua guy and Starlight have showed up.
Yeah, there are more.
There are more. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It again, like much like the dicks in your face. There's at least one cameo in each episode.
Like they're trying to get it over the hump.
There was a baby on it, or was there? Yikes!
Maybe
So
that's what they should have named it.
There's plenty of baby oil in one of the comics.
Oh, I was about to say in the comic. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying the ride so far. What's happening is that with most of these, I'm enjoying the buildup, but it seems like the writers hit a wall, and it's just like,
what do we do?
Right. How do we end this without disappointing the audience? And they disappoint.
Let's explode some more phalluses.
Time. Yeah, right. Let's have somebody shit beer all over a crowd or something. So,
is this going to be the final season
for Gen V? I don't believe so. It's the final now. For The Boys, it's the final season, but I don't believe Gen V. Actually, now that you mention it, I can kind of see why they're trying to integrate the shows more, seeing as how The Boys will end after this season. And
I think this might be it for Gen V, man.
You think so?
Honestly, yeah.
So why would you think that?
Because once they clear out The Boys,
right,
and they do whatever they're gonna do with that, they're really, I mean, you can tell there are stories to be told,
right,
from the Gen V subworld or from that line,
right.
But I don't think that people will be as interested or as invested.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say, to counter that, if you don't mind, I would say that you've got this younger generation, and depending on how The Boys ends, Gen V could go ahead and stand on top of that and say, okay, this is a whole new 7, or this is a whole new whatever. Or you could even have like them on the run trying to change whatever fucked up scenario Homelander has the world going through in the next season.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the whole thing about it is it's turning the superhero genre upside down, and these people who you think are really, really good and really, really for the people are really, really not. And so it's almost like in Game of Thrones type quality. Like nobody is a really good person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Or the really good people get killed in really, really bad ways. So
absolutely.
So I think a show can only go so far if there are no, and Game of Thrones really proved that. Like once they started getting away from Martin's source material, the show kind of went sideways. But
with Gen V,
this, I was gonna say, when you deal with this, you're gonna have some people who there's gonna be a whole lot of people who are morally ambiguous, putting it as mildly as possible.
Right.
And then you're gonna have a few people who are really trying to fight to do the right thing, and horrible things are gonna happen to them. And I think at some point people are gonna be like, "Can somebody get a win, please?"
The Chosen One is pretty good. The Chosen One is a good person. I'm gonna leave that vague. The Chosen One is a good person.
I'm a reserve judgment.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they are guided pretty much by young adult hormones, right? I mean, what 20-year-old, and these are college kids, so they're early 20s. What 20-year-old is a truly good person? When there's drugs, sex, and liquor involved, you could go so many different ways. Now, I'm not saying they can't turn into a good person. I can't say that the foundation of being a good person isn't there. But at 20 to 25, you're still formulating who the fuck you're going to be. And all of these characters with Gen V are still trying to discover, do I want to be a hero? Do I want to look out just for myself? Maria, the character of Maria, is it Maria or Marie? Marie, she broke out of the prison alone and didn't go back for her friends. And you're saying, and we're talking about her to be the main character, good person. She left them and went on the run and had to be convinced to come back to school and come back to the madness that she was a part of and help her friends. I mean, am I wrong?
Listen, man, I'm thinking about me in college, and I was kind of like an image character.
To escape from prison, and you wrongly accused. Okay, are you going to try to go back to help who you think is the other wrongly accused people in prison? No. You got out. You saw an opening, and you took the opening.
Are they my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends.
Is it where you were, and you just said they were wrongly in prison. So if they were wrongly in prison and they're your friends and you're a good person,
and you have superpowers,
and you have superpowers, you go back and get them.
But other people have got weapons and superpowers.
Her friends tried to escape, and Andre died trying to help them. So okay, he was a good person, and to Rod's point, he died. So. She's not. What are we looking at here? And I think you'll see, Tony, as you go through the episodes, it becomes a lot more morally ambiguous the more powerful she gets as well.
I mean, because she literally right now could really be messing people up.
Yeah,
the whole thing and stuff about her cutting herself. She don't need to cut herself. She got access to the blood in your body.
Yes. And can control it.
And she can control it.
And yeah, I'm gonna not spoil the latest episode, but yeah, it gets to a point where it's just like, holy fuck, there's something that happens in this latest episode where you're like, holy fuck, I see now why Cypher wants her, because he believes she's the chosen one. Because there's a point, it's just like, wait a minute, did she really do what I think she just did?
The person who could actually defeat Homelander.
Yes. Absolutely. I'll
try to catch up this evening.
Yeah, catch up, because we need to, after this past episode and the next week's episode, I think we really need to talk about like where that show is going, especially now that The Boys is ending, and I'd like to see Gen V continue. But anyway, so I think now would be a good time to take a break, and when we come back, I know Uncle Tony doesn't like me saying it's Uncle Tony's corner, but I mean, it's his floor to speak of whatever he wants to speak of. So you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, Uncle Tony. Let's do that.
Good. We'll mix it up a little bit this week.
All right. That sounds good. So,
I want to take advantage of the Unimind that we have here.
I don't know what the fuck he just said, but after these messages, we'll be right back.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU.
College football fans, the Cricket Celebration Bowl is celebrating 10 years of crowning an HBCU national champion. A champion will rise at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on December 13th as the MEAC and SWAC champions clash in Atlanta. Join us for championship football, interactive fan experiences, and iconic marching bands. It's an HBCU family reunion that you don't want to miss. See who will be crowned the next HBCU national champion. For event and ticket information, visit thecelebrationbowl.com.
Hey, once again, we're back. Boy, they just be raw dogging us, don't they? You go from the commercial straight to the business. Once again, we're Grumpy Old Nerds. I'm Uncle John. That's my dog in the background making all kind of noise. We've got Uncle Rod, Auntie Nicole, and Uncle Tony. So, Uncle Tony, please regale us in whatever it is that you'd like to talk about.
All right, well, the first thing and stuff, I want to go ahead quickly on some new #1 comics that came in this week. Let's see, does Mel have the image with the 3 different comics? All right, yeah. You got Battle World #1.
All right.
Hawkeye #1. And this technically came out last week, but you should be on it, is Skinbreaker #1. Now, those who are comic book fans, pay attention to the artist and the writer.
Kirkman and Finch.
Is David Finch, who is an excellent artist, but the writer is Robert Kirkman. If you do not know who Robert Kirkman is, just think The Walking Dead and Invincible.
Yep.
And for those of you and stuff who read comics, those are 2 series that you should have definitely have been reading back in the day. As a collector, you're kicking yourself because you did not purchase The Walking Dead #1 and Invincible #1 when they came out.
Correct. That is correct.
This is your chance to get Skinbreaker #1 by Robert Kirkman right now. Because when it becomes a TV show and the price spikes, you're going to be wishing you could have got it for just that $4.99. All right. Then there's one other single comic and stuff that was my favorite to read this week. Let's see. Can Mel put that one up? Absolute Evil. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Absolute Evil #1. If you've been reading the Absolute series, this is a must read for you because it actually has the villains of the Absolute universe getting together and planning what to do with the problems of all these different Supes.
It's about damn time.
It's got a Joker in here that you have never seen before. All right. They've got the top villains. They've got Hector Hammond, a Hawkman. And this is a Hawkman that you have never seen before. All right. Take the time, go out and get this book, and don't flip through the pages. Sit back and read it and enjoy that dialogue.
So, Tony, real quick, I actually saw a YouTube video about this comic, and it looks so fucking good. The way that they introduce them, the guy says, yeah, they introduce you to the Absolute Universe Justice League. I'm like, well, where the hell they at? And the way that they put this all together, who wrote this?
Al Ewing.
Al Ewing is a motherfucker. He put his foot, old folks say put your foot in it.
Yeah.
Al Ewing put his foot in this motherfucker. It is spectacular. I ain't read the damn comic, and I recommend this.
Like I said, get off the YouTube, go down to your local store, Get the book, read it yourself, form your own opinions. This is definitely worth the read.
That's what I just said. He told me to get off the YouTube. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'm on it. I always like people to form their own opinions instead of somebody else's opinion. That's how we got the president we got now. People not thinking of forming their own opinions.
Oh my God.
But we're not. This ain't a political show, so I'm gonna let that go.
Thank you. Because that's a whole nother
episode right there.
That's a comic book in and of itself. Shit.
Unfortunately, but strangely enough and stuff, I was reading. Since we were talking about the boys and Gen V, and I was thinking about the Vought Corporation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sitting there, it's like, I know I've read this in the comic and everything, but some reason that's like clicking in my head in real life. Then I all of a sudden see a news article about Trump talking to some guy, and his name is Vought. And I'm like, what? Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't need no sensitive stuff going on here. We don't need no prediction of the future. But all right, now the next thing I want to talk about that I need you guys' help.
Uh-oh.
All right. Because I usually are like juggling multiple things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I owe this to the people and stuff. I'm getting ready to launch my Kickstarter for the second issue of the Fox Chronicles. The Fox Chronicles itself is completed in its entirety of the second issue. All right. But what I'm thinking about now and stuff as far as rewards and how I'm promoting it. So I want to give you guys, the chance and stuff to look at the video and also help me make it a choice between what I'm thinking about doing as a limited edition print. So I don't know which one Mel has ready to go next. We can go in any order. Oh, let's watch this then.
Tony, that would be even better with some voiceover.
With some voiceover? Are you volunteering to do some voiceover?
I mean,
I heard that bass coming out that voice.
I'm sitting here free as a bird, readily available, sir.
All right.
Give me a script and I'll knock it out the park.
Give me a script and I'll script that thing.
So what do you think I think of the visuals? Think it looks like something that's interesting, that's worth reading?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Most definitely.
So can you give us a short summary of what Fox Chronicles is all about?
What? No.
She's just gonna throw some images up on there and then say, "Go find it."
Like he said before, we have to read it. We have to get it.
And you should have already read it,
Tony. Mm-hmm. Okay, Tony. Let's do this, sir. Okay, and Rod, you understand what I'm saying, right?
I do.
Okay, you can give us a summary, a short synopsis of what the story's about without spoiling it, sir. Which would whet the reader's appetites to want to go get it.
Whet the reader's appetite.
Elevator pitch.
The elevator pitch. I don't know. Should I give you guys the elevator pitch?
We have a story that can go from there.
All right. With the Fox Chronicles, man. Now I feel I actually should have been talking about it while the video was going on, but I didn't want to distract you guys.
Hence the voiceover.
Hence the voiceover.
Kind of what it's there for, my man. But no, go ahead, man.
All right. Well,
Get
basically,
people interested.
the way the Fox Chronicles is set up is that it's basically a coming of age story of Autumn Fox. And here's a young lady and stuff who's multicultural. And basically she acquired her abilities from an ancient battle that took place in prehistoric times with one part of an AI intelligence crash landing in China and the other in Africa. And these pieces and stuff have been propagating through the generations here on Earth and finally get together in good old Atlanta when her parents meet each other at a convention. And this awakens an intelligence and an ability with her. And she's basically, at this point, is going through training, but is also having to deal with human trafficking crises in Atlanta. And she can't help herself but want to get involved.
See?
There you
Now,
go.
was that so hard? That sounds like an interesting story, something that people would want to dive into, definitely.
Yeah.
So this is the second book in the series.
Yes.
Is it like a maxi series, limited series, ongoing series?
It's going to be a limited series.
Okay. And
originally the game plan was for it to be a 3-issue series because each issue is like over 30 pages.
Right.
But I was getting with my, I guess, script writer on the story, and he's convinced me that we need to go ahead and flush it out to a whole 4 issues.
Nice.
To let it breathe.
Nice round number.
So in what capacity are you a writer, editor? What do you do?
I write, I edit, I art direct, I manage, I do everything.
Okay. And this is self-published, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And what do you, because you're so deep into the comics industry, is this just something that you had an idea and you're like, okay, I got to get this out? Or are you trying to develop your own particular publishing house or company? Or is this just one singular story that you're trying to tell? Or is this part of a bigger universe you want to develop?
All right. That gets complicated.
Oh, shit.
Don't blame me for taking up time. Okay.
No, go ahead, man.
Do your thing, bro.
All right. Basically, the way this worked out is that, back in the day, I was editor-in-chief and one of the founders of Terminus Media.
Okay.
All right. Which is basically a group that was birthed from a writer's group and art classes that I used to have at my old store location. All right. That grew to the point where it actually became a company. And we actually started doing work for corporations and also for the CDC. When we were working with the CDC on a motion comic about HIV and AIDS awareness, where we basically created a drama with comedy featuring college and high school students. And we were basically using a technique called education, where we entertain and educate at the same time.
Okay.
All right. And they put it in front of focus groups, and basically people didn't feel like they were getting preached to. They were learning about HIV and AIDS awareness, but they were so caught up in the story that they didn't realize that they were learning anything. So they actually gave them tests before and tests afterwards.
Okay.
And it showed they had learned something and they didn't even notice it.
But
nice. While working with the CDC, I found that they were also tackling human trafficking.
Okay.
And I was just like, what? The CDC? And it's like, it actually falls under the definition of a pandemic in this country.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it was actually under the purview of the CDC. So we had hoped that after we got through working on the project for HIV and AIDS awareness, that we would be able to do something about the human trafficking.
Okay.
But, politics and changing It's like, yeah, we can get money when the Democrats are there, and there's no money when Republicans are there. That type of thing. So we weren't able to keep doing projects. And also, after a while and stuff, a lot of us from Terminus Media pretty much did that whole thing that like bands do. Everybody kind of likes to start splitting off and doing their own thing.
Y'all became New Edition.
All right. And so I pretty much figured that my hands were washed as far as doing any indie publishing stuff. I mean, because it's like, most of us comic book guys always, have the dream of producing our own comic books.
Yeah.
So it's like, I did it, and I got to like hang out with like, cool people and everything like that. So it's like, okay, cool. Okay. All right. But then a couple of years later, I had a couple of artists that I worked with in Terminus Media on other projects, and they both came to me and it's like, hey, we want to, do some stuff for you, and I'd already created another character that was called Amber Fox.
Okay.
And so they were interested in doing, an Amber Fox story. And she was basically like our version of like Doctor Who meets Laura Croft.
Now you've got my attention.
Yeah, okay. She basically melded everybody's universes and stuff together.
That Hovian just perked up.
I got all kind of excited.
All right, but what I decided to do, since I wanted to, do something about the whole human trafficking thing still, because it was still in my head, I created Autumn Fox, who was basically my Miles Morales to Peter Parker.
Got it. Okay.
All right, but the guy still wanted to do some stuff with the other character, so that's how I created the Fox Chronicles, to allow, the artist and other creators to still do stories with both characters. And so that's how the whole thing started and how I got back into doing self-publishing.
Okay.
Nice. I always tell everybody stuff. It's like I'm real easy to convince to do stuff and overbook myself. And I should have done this Kickstarter before and get knocked out. But then, like I said, people were asking me about bringing the expo back. So I went ahead and put the expo ahead of doing the Kickstarter. And now I'm trying to play catch up.
Okay. But at the end of the day, man, this is a labor of love and something that you want to do. And you feel that this is a story that needs to be put out there, right?
Yeah. Basically give people information, but, give it to them in an entertaining fashion. To me, that's what storytelling is. If you look at like the old fables and everything like that, most of them are about life lessons and how to survive.
Right.
And they tell it in the form of stories, so you remember it, so you hopefully won't go out there and do stupid shit and get killed
repeatedly.
Wait, did you just cuss on the show? I think we've corrupted you to the point where you said stupid shit. Come on, Tony, let it all fly, man.
Speaking of info, what kind of options are we looking at, Tony, for the Kickstarter?
Well, you getting like deep stuff I'm still working on.
Oh, okay.
Basically, okay. Well, she popped this up. I'm thinking about doing a limited edition art print as part of one of the Kickstarters. And so I've got these two images here, and I'm trying to choose which one to use. I have one that I'm partial to, but a lot of people are partial to another one. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to get as much input as possible about, which image, works best.
I like the one with the weapon.
You like the one with the weapon?
Yep.
That's what I said, Rod.
Yeah, her costume also looks more shiny, and you see the reflection of the weapon on her costume.
That's what I said.
Well, don't you think that the shininess and the weapon distracts from the detail of the costume?
Hey, man, look.
Her face?
Look. I think it enhances it.
You think it enhances it?
Tony, okay. If you want us to give us our opinion, fine. If you want to tell us our opinion, say that.
No, I'm asking opinions.
I think it enhances the detail in the costume, and it does not take away from the details in the face.
It does.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else want to input?
Oh, I told you mine. I like the one with the weapon.
I don't know why I'm looking at why it can't be both. Because
It could be both, but just making me spend more money. But
because it's like I like her face and her head better in the one without the weapon, but I do like the idea of the weapon, even though it's, it's a little Star Wars like, but I like the idea of it. But for some reason, I like her image better in the other one.
Okay. So yeah, we're still deadlocked. Okay, cool.
Well, if you're talking about us, just us three, and you taking yourself out of it's 2-1.
Yeah, it's true.
That is true.
Yes,
that
it
is. True.
Yes, it is. So, na. How about that?
Hey, I definitely appreciate you guys' input, and like I said, I will say that most people that I have asked have picked the one with the weapon.
Okay.
Nah, again. So, okay, Tony. So, in the grand scheme of things, how long are we looking at before the entire 4-issue series is complete? Because I know the whole Kickstarter thing adds a certain amount of time to it.
Yeah.
Like, have you already plotted out, penciled the final 2 issues, or is this just like, are we looking at the comic version of streaming where we got to wait 2 years between?
Well, no.
Issues.
Basically, we're in a situation where, like I said, issue 2 is completely done. Okay. Issue 3 is completely written.
Okay.
And the artist is actually starting to do pencils for it now. And we're actually going to tease pencils and inks of issue 3 in the Kickstarter for issue 2.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I look forward to it. I bought the first issue and I was pleasantly surprised. Not to
really?
No, man, it's very good. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
One of the things about being a comic shop owner is like I kind of know what my customers expect.
Yes.
So it's one of those situations where I couldn't, show up with like quality that they wouldn't like.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, once again, so our issues, do you have any issue number 1s available at your comic shop as we speak?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're in the Atlanta area, go check out Challenges Games and Comics and ask Tony for the first issue of the Fox Chronicles, and he's got it for you. Even though we started a minute or 2 behind, I know Mel's gonna start playing that whack ass goodbye music in a minute, and she's gonna pop up and say, "You got 5 minutes." Yes, here we go, and right on cue, 5-minute mark. So, Uncle Tony, please regale us with anything you have on the way out the door.
Let's see. If you're here in the Atlanta area and you like to play chess, or you're learning to play chess, I'm actually having a chess get together on Sunday at 2:00, a little chess meetup. So come on in, meet some other players and sit down and have fun from 2 to 6.
Okay.
Tony, quick question.
Yeah.
Do you have any issues of Imperial #1?
Yes.
I need to get with you because my comic book store is out.
Damn.
I needed more copies of #1. So
okay, you're jumping on kind of late, right?
Well, no, I had them all waiting for me in my bin, and I had one. I need another one, and he didn't have anymore. Yeah.
Well, like I said, when you come by and stuff, just remind me about my secret stash.
Got you.
Oh shit. And now we all know about your secret stash. All right. Auntie Nicole, we're ramping up towards Halloween. I know you're excited.
Yes, you see Mike and Ghostface fighting over me over here. So,
you have anything for us on the way out the door? What's going on with Hydro Betty, Auntie Nicole?
Hydro Betty, yes. So we are trying to get a room, believe it or not, set up.
Get a room.
So that we could get all of the lights and everything pulled together. But when you do hydroponics, you really got to make sure there's no bugs and everything. It's like so much prep with making sure you have yourself a clean space, clean room and everything. So there's been a lot of changes and things that we're doing here. So it's still going to be a minute.
So, of course, when you're prepping, you want to make sure all of your spaces and orifices are clean because you don't
not want any bugs or introduce anything in there that you do not want.
Oh my God. The simple fact that my mind went there first when you said that, just like, God damn, I'm ashamed of myself with that.
In essence, keeping it clean.
Normally it's the other way around. That's Nicole making the comments. Nobody else seems to be able to hear but me.
You know?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, Uncle Rod, anything you'd like to talk about on the way at the door?
Nothing. Just real quick. Dream Fury Comics. They do a really good job on TikTok, and I bought more things off TikTok store than I really thought I would. And you know, surprisingly, they've all been really good. And one of them is Crescent City Monsters by Dream Fury Comics. The other one before was Keisha Demon Eater. We talked about that one. So I just want to say that I know we were talking about trying to do a review of it now, but it's okay. We can wait for next week.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because I'm really looking forward to sharing it with y'all.
Absolutely. That's cool. And it's a black creator, I'm assuming?
Correct. Okay. Newton Lillivois and Giancarlo Bernal.
What's that first name?
Newton. Like Newton. Sir Isaac Newton.
Oh, okay.
Or Fig.
Okay. Well, yeah, man, I'm really excited with how Gen V is gonna end up. I'm praying that it's much better than Alien Earth. And if you have not seen this week's episode, that cameo will go a long way towards explaining the new principal or new dean, Cypher, and what his final, what his end game is. I think we'll all be they're leading towards a certain thing, and I think it's working out.
Are we gonna find out what his abilities are?
No.
Okay.
Those are still, I can say, it's spoilery, but fuck it. He has abilities.
Of course he does.
It's not what you would think.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a couple of different things. Fuck it. Just watch.
Okay.
There was an X-Men character named Cypher, Doug Ramsey.
Yes.
And he was able to communicate with anything and everyone, basically.
Yes.
And read any language.
Right.
Yes. And this ain't it.
Yep.
It's something else. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, for Uncle Rod, Auntie Nicole, the missing cousin of Mayu, Uncle Percy, and Uncle DJ. Hope everybody's doing okay. And for super producer Mel, we are the Grumpy Old Nerds here every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. We hope to see you next week. Hopefully, we'll be here next week.
Get on that cruise, y'all.
And contact super producer Mel because she got a cruise for you. Good night.